Same thing's true, by the way, if you were to grab one of my arms and standing here, make sure you get this in frame. He comes this way. Well, so what I do, I immediately put my rocking arm in there and turn a little bit and feed it back into the same way. Come back again, and I'll do it with less force, but still getting the result. That kind of uses a little bit of body power on him, right? See where I'm in here? This way. Grab with the other arm, same thing. Same arm on me, but other hand on you. And I went to the outside there you're talking about. I'm now on this part. I sink in here, and he's tripping over my leg, coming with it. Boom. In the case of the first one, you're not stepping, you were already here, but you're going to see the rest of them are all be stepping, right? So I'm this way, I go into that position, and then he's going to come forward a couple steps. Safety. Sorry, over he goes. And then I'm here, boom, with my hand and knee covering my groin area, plus kneeing forward if there's something there still. Let's say he's fighting that. Bang, back into the whooping. That give you something to work on there for a minute? Try that out. I'm watching you guys practice a little bit, and the biggest thing I'm seeing that's giving you difficulty is that when you're stepping, to do, and remember this series comes 1, 2, 3, and I'm doing them kind of fast there, so I'll do them a little bit slower. It comes around, heel, rocks onto the toe, comes up with the knee, out with the heel, turns, rocks forward, comes up with the knee, steps out with the heel, turns, rocks forward. I'm seeing you guys are leaving that out quite a bit in terms of the stepping part of this, and that's the biggest thing that's really affecting you right now. You'll find your minor placements, as long as you have a hold of something, if the rest of that is right, the mechanism through your body will be correct if the legs are right. Now, it doesn't mean you won't have to work on it, it just means that it'll make it a lot easier to find. Okay. So I saw where one of the people brought in the punch, and the student went here, and the guy came flying to the front, and then he just went flying there. And that would be an accurate kind of an application. There's a move that does very much like that in the 48, where that would be an application right off of that move. To begin this way, it might be that he would start, but then you roll his elbow up and under, and then you put that compression downward this way in the sink of the body, and now they're starting to, it flips their arm here, and up he goes. Or if you see that he's gone there, boom, and step in, and so now you've got that. Now, let me add to this something that one of the students here, Scott, mentioned, which was, in reality, he may bring this, you may step, he may never even have a sense that you've stepped. He's just kind of caught up in it now, and he realizes once he's kind of got that he's, and that's correct. A lot of times the Tai Chi is very quiet in how it has done something, so that only once the trap is sprung do they realize they've got a problem, that there's an issue. And that's correct even from the standpoint of he's pushing on me, the light thing we did last time, and I'm not there. He thought he had me until he realized he was hitting air. And this is accurate, and this is so that I can do it even if I'm a much weaker person than the person who's attacking. Alright, so from here, the next movement is come up this way, and that knee's there like we talked about. My hand is there at groin height also. Let me have, John, let me use you for a minute here. And so we'll come from this kind of an angle. So from here, I'm coming with that knee is up there. Now, not quite that way, but here, and I'm protecting my groin area with that. So I was here, boom. And my other hand also is, well, this is coming here, or if he's brought a punch, boom, and I'm coming this way, and let's say you bend that elbow and sort of escape that. My hand is now coming right to his groin area. That's exactly the motion here, and that's coming this way. Notice he's on the other side now from where we were before. So now I'm stepping in here with my heel down, and also if I was trying to step straight down, bend your knee into me a little bit. See how he counters my leg? Well, because, could you tell?
Yeah.
So from here, he counters my leg with his knee this way. But when I come up this way, boom, even if he's trying to counter me now, he's getting nailed by my knee coming in. And now when I set my heel down, it slips underneath there like that. You see that? How that worked? Boom, and it slips underneath. So he's trying to put pressure on my leg. Well, I drop body weight in it now. So, coming in. Boom. Bend your elbow. And so I'm making sure to get that off me so it's not elbow to my chin, which is a Tai Chi technique also. Boom. And then I slip underneath, put my weight in it. In the meantime, I'm still here coming for my next movement. And I am here, so this is over the back of his neck. This is possibly in the front or groin area, or clearing him out this way, and up and off we come, right off of that. Come again. Boom, bend that elbow. Bang. Sliding from here, I can go ahead and lengthen that. I've got his arm this way. I can put my body on this, lengthen him out, and send him. Like that too. Question?
So, at speed, is when this arm comes up into here,
well, so
is that going
to
be
couple things for her to do it slowly still, but I'll give you this. So I come here, he bends that elbow right away.
Yeah.
Right, I nail that, and the speed is, it pops it. It's, right? Yeah. Boom, bang. See how that bent that downward? And by shifting my weight, he can't just set that knee down on my foot.
Right.
Because I'm forward here. He's still, I'm not really emphasizing the arm, but what happened here was boom, boom, and now I'm this way to him.
Right. So what I was saying was, if he's coming down like that, and your arm is going up, and you're coming across underneath the pec,
yeah,
is that going to be a?
I'm not trying to chop him or something. That
Okay.
just isn't Tai Chi. I'm sure that's like too much force, right?
Instead, but just moving.
So no, what I'm doing, I'm just moving, right? Come again. So that from here, boom, and in this case I'm behind him. So he did that one, and I'm this way now. And so possible this would be a hit that way, or an elbow this way. See that knee placement? This way. And so now I sink as I do the turning, shifting through this action through the body, and off it comes. Again, you see why they call it wild horse tossing mane. That's sort of the action that's going on in there.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, because it comes from the horse's body,
right?
Whereas down through the shoulder and the neck, and it's a body-powered flowing movement. Yeah. Okay.
So from here, it could be right to the face. Face somehow. The other one's right to the groin area. Boom. And my knee's there to reinforce that. Both my hand and my knee are protecting my groin and my other knee. This upper hand's protecting my throat and my face. So if he slowly punch here at my head, there's that. Bring the other hand to do that, so hold on. So I've come this way, you're bringing in there. And notice that elbow was there behind it. So what I did was I turned here as it came up, boom, this way. From here also, let's say it's something coming the other side, to the front, right, or the other hand to the front, bring him to the belly area, this way, do it again slower from that position. Stop, move that way a little bit, there. Yeah, making sure you can see the camera slowly, that way. From here then, and off it goes, right? So I just did the same action. From here, boom, come with the other one there, boom, this way. It's just that. In other words, I'm not smacking this with my hand. I'm turning my body, coming in, turning my body. And if I'm here, by the way, I'm going to switch to a different move, probably that one. Don't worry about that yet. I really want you to focus on what this is about. You were punching to my belly over here, like that. Yeah. Notice I'm in the position for it when he came on that side. All right, so don't go to the extra moves, because we'll get to that. I want you to be interested in, right now, this stuff. Covering all up here. This arm's not that, it's not tense or anything, but it's not doing all this. My waist is where that's coming from. My hand is right there in front of my nose, or pretty close to it the whole time. This one is in front of my groin, or close to it, you know, off by that much, the whole time. And so I could be here, for instance, he brings a punch to the side of my head, and we're here already. And notice it was knee, foot, heel is what's in there. And then all I have to do now is rock, keeping that hand, this hand dropping, shifting in there, and out he goes. All right. So part of what happened with this one too is that I'm single weighted. That's part of the reason I get such a fast waist turn. I also have all three limbs at my disposal instantly. And so I've got my knee or my foot, this kind of a kick, right? A stomping kick, if you will. That's a stomp. If you're going to stomp something, how do you do it? You lead with your heel. That's what's going on there. I've got the coverage from my forearms, from my elbow helping a little bit, from the hand, the body's the driver, the waist, and the waist is driving the action, and I've got all that coverage that way. And so then when I step down, that's why my placement's so accurate, and I haven't transferred weight yet. So then I can go ahead and get that nice placement that I want, and then go into the next part of the movement, depending on what you need. But the single weighted is a big key to that.